Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we'll be making this bralette, reversible bralette top that you can see on your screen. So these are the measurements you'll be needing. The measurement from your mid chest to your side bust. A video is going to be displaying on the screen on how to take your measurements. So mine is 9 inches, and the next measurement is from your chest, the distance from your chest to your under bust. Mine is 8.5 inches, and the last measurement is your round under bust. Mine is 30 inches. So I have my fabric here. My fabric is folded into two, and I've already ironed my interfacing in my fabric on the wrong side of my fabric. So if you have hairstay, you can go ahead and iron it in your fabric. You can do this later, and you can decide to do it before you cut out your fabric. So what I'll do next is to cut out my fabric. For the wideness, that is the distance from my mid chest to my side bust, which is 9 inches. I'll go ahead and add 1 inch to it for stitching allowance. And for the length, which is the distance from my chest to my under bust, which is 8.5 inches, I'll go ahead and add 1 inch to it, so I'll take 10.5 inches. So I'll rule a straight line and I'll cut out this excess fabric. What I'll do next is to open up the closed edge of my fabric, just like you see me doing. So after doing that, I have two fabric, and this is what we need for the bralette top. What I'll do next is to take one end of the fabric and I'll fold it like this in a just like a triangle, and I'll take from this end also and fold it over to the other end. So if you don't understand what I'm saying, just look at what I am doing. So this is what I have after folding it. I'll go ahead and cut this part out. So after cutting out, this is what I have. So we are going to cut out this sharp edge that you can see right here. We don't need it, so I'll use my ruler to just make a small curve, just like you see me doing, because we don't need this sharp edge. And then I'll go ahead and trim that out. So I'll go ahead and open it up, and this is what I have. I'll split the middle part opened. So I'll keep this aside and I'll go ahead and cut out the band for the bralette top. So I'm using my under bust, my round under bust measurement to cut out my band, and the length of my band is 5.5 inches. The wideness is 29 inches, which is my round under bust measurement. I also went ahead to cut out a lining for it. So this is a reversible bralette top and we'll be needing a lining. So I'm using this black bridal satin, and I'll go ahead and use the bridal satin also to cut out a lining for the cup that we just made. So this is what I have. What I'll do next is to place my cup right sides facing each other, just like what you see me doing. I'll also repeat the same step for the lining piece. After pinning them together, I'll go ahead and sew. I've gone ahead to sew, and this is what I have, the main piece and the lining piece. What I'll do next is to bring my main piece like this, and I'll place my lining piece on it like this, right sides facing each other. So I've already gone ahead to cut out my bias that I'll be using for my rope, and the length of this bias is 60 inches long. So I'll fold it into two just like you see me doing, and I'll divide it because we'll be needing two for the both cups. So what I'll do is to take one of the ropes and I'll place it on my main fabric on the middle part, that part that we sewed, and then I'll use my lining to cover it up like this, and then I'll pin all the way around. I'll go sew. I'll repeat the same thing for the other cup. So I've gone ahead to sew my cups, and what I'll do next is to turn it over. After turning it over, this is what I have. What I'll do is to bring my band, and I'm going to fold it into two equal parts, and I'll notch the middle part. What I did next was to go out by 1/4 inch from the area that I notched on both sides. If you don't understand what I'm saying, just look at what I'm doing. So this part is optional. So what I did at first, but I later changed my mind. So you can just place your cups on the center of the band and just go ahead and sew. And if you like, you can do this part, just that your chest area will be open. So after I tested it, I saw that my chest area was too open, so I decided to close it back. So I pinned it all the way around and I went to sew on a straight line. So after sewing it, this is what I have. I'll turn it over for you guys to see. So what I'll do is to notch my lining on the middle part, just like I did for the main fabric, and I'll place it on my cup like this, right sides facing each other, and then I'll go ahead and pin all the way around, and I'll go sew on a straight line. So I've gone ahead to sew, and this is what I have. So what I'll do next is to flip this over just like you see me doing. I'll fold my cups in like this, and then I'll drag my lining to meet the main fabric just like you see me doing, and then I'll pin all the way around and I'll go sew on a straight line. So after sewing, what I'll do is to turn it over like this, and this is what I have. So something happened and I decided to reduce the length of my band. That is why it's looking a bit small now. So the next thing I'll do is to add a loop to the back of this bralette top. So I'll reduce the back by 2 inches. So on both ends I'll fold in 1 inch. You can reduce more than 1 inch, but this is the amount I want to reduce. So I'll fold in 1 inch and I'll iron it in place. So the next thing I'll do is to go ahead and cut out my loops, and the length of the loop I want is 1.5 inches. So I'll go ahead and place my loops like this. After folding in my 1 inch, I'll place the loop inside like this. So I'll be adding just 2 loops. I'll pin it down and I'll repeat the same thing for the other side, and then I'll go sew on a straight line. So this is the end result. It's a reversible top, so you can wear it on both sides. Hope this tutorial was helpful. Please like, give it a thumbs up. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.